Ladies and gentlemen, this is Connor W. Schuchardt on the Connor W. Schuchardt Show. Today we got a fantastic guest on our hands, Coach Jeff Mannon. He has head coaching experience now. He has player experience and assistant coach experience. And this is going to be a fantastic show, I think. I'm really pumped for it. Coach Mannon, how are you?
Pretty good. How you doing, Connor? Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, I'm doing just fine. And I was like, well, we got to have Mannon on the show. We just
Oh
got
yeah,
to.
definitely, man. Definitely.
Yeah. So we just had the jamboree yesterday,
Yeah.
and I thought you could talk about how that was.
So I think it went pretty well. I mean, Jamboree's just kind of practice for us anyway. I mean, we got a lot of kids on the field defensively, and we had some mental busts and stuff like that. But the things I needed to see, the effort, and just the kind of culture change and stuff that we got going on, I was pretty impressed with what was going on. Kids played hard, they played fast, and we can clean up everything else as a coach. So I was pretty excited to see what was on the field.
Oh, that's awesome. You think we're going to be any good this year?
I think we got a chance to be really good. We got a lot of guys coming back. Jay's pretty good. Shoot or not Schuchardt. I'm just you saying Schuchardt. Connor Stevens, Nico Gaddy. The guys up front. It's some of the biggest O line we've had in a while, and we've focused on getting everything fixed this off season. So pretty excited to see what's going on. I think we'll be pretty good, but I'm kind of biased.
Awesome, awesome. So let's get into these questions I have for you. So,
Yeah.
what's been your favorite season as a coach?
My favorite season as a coach was 20. I think it was 2016, 2017, the year we went 9-0, undefeated. We beat Jackson in the regular season, and they beat us in the playoffs. But it was a little rough that year because whoever won had Vianney, and Vianney was rolling and won a state championship 2 years in a row. But that was Coach Bruce's last year. It was probably my favorite year.
Speaking of Coach Bruce, he is now back as offensive coordinator, correct?
Yep, correct. So,
Awesome.
I've learned a lot of ball from him. He taught me a lot how the stuff I thought I knew as a coach that I didn't really know. So, I've learned a lot from him, and it's just a great asset to have him on staff. So,
Okay, yeah, I mean, Coach Bruce, he's awesome. We got some comments here. Karen Schuchardt, love seeing you guys on the big screen. They got a pretty big TV. You got my mom. Hey, happy to see you guys. How's it going, everybody? Um, so what are some of your favorite memories as a player?
oh, as a player, man, just anytime I hit somebody is awesome.
Yeah.
You hit somebody, you see snot bubbles. Those are your favorite times as a player. And then in high school, winning district championships. That was actually last time Poplar Bluff won a district championship was my senior year in fall season of 2000. And just being able to celebrate with the guys and stuff, being able to go to the playoffs was cool. So
All right, that's very cool. Um, have you always been involved with sports, or was in some way?
yeah, I've always been involved either as a player, coach, or whatever since I was a little kid. So
Oh,
I here's
nice.
Coach Bruce. You want to get him on? You
How's it
say hi,
going,
Coach
Coach
Bruce.
Barusi?
How's it going, man?
Oh, it's going. It's going.
Ask him about his motorcycle helmet as a freshman.
Uh oh.
Okay,
Yeah.
did he just say motorcycle helmet as
Yeah,
a
so
freshman?
Coach Bruce, when I was a freshman, I got to play varsity, and he gave me this giant, like, double X helmet from, the 1980s or whatever. And this was the year, 97, 98. And it had a giant plastic face mask with about 10,000 pieces in it. And yeah, I got to run around. And then he gave me wingtip shoulder pads that stuck up. They were destroyers, but it was fun.
Nice, nice. I can picture that in my head. Um, so did you always imagine yourself as a coach, or was there always something else in mind?
When I graduated college, I thought I'd go into the business world. I did that for a couple of years. I wasn't a big fan of it. Bought a restaurant, moved back down to Poplar Bluff. Didn't really like it, and I'd always kind of been involved helping out with youth sports and everything. And there was one night I was hanging out, and Coach Bruce and Coach Kirby were in town interviewing, and I just told both of them, "Hey, whichever one of you guys gets hired, I want to get on the football staff." And I think that was
Oh, looks like we lost him. Uh-oh. What happened here? We're having some technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. We have lost Coach Mannon. Uh-oh. All right, we're going to go break real quick, and we're going to see what's going on. We'll be right back after this. Oh, no, we
sorry. I
got
got a
him.
phone call. Screwed my stuff up. I just lost you.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, I got something else. Hang on a second.
All right.
You there?
Yeah, we're here.
Hang on, let me back out. Get right back in.
All right. So he's going to have a moment to have a phone call of some sort, and we're going to take a quick break real quick, and we'll be right back with Coach Mannon.
Sorry about that.
All right, that's fine. We got him back. Just a little
I got
technical
a phone call and it screwed everything up. So.
All right, that's fine. Perfectly okay. What were some of your favorite players as a kid? I know you're an NFL fan. What were some of your favorite players that you kind of looked up to as a kid and stuff like that?
Oh, any linebacker back in the day, Zach Thomas, Mike Dick Buckus. I mean, all those kind of guys. Those rough school players you'd see with forearm pads and just knocking
Yeah.
people's helmets off. Those were all my guys. So
Yeah, I love Dick Buckus. I actually have a card here.
Yeah.
Dick Buckus card.
Yep, he's a dude, man.
He is. I mean, sadly, he passed away quite recently. I'm pretty sure he was pretty old, though.
If you ever get bored, look you up some Jack Lambert stuff, too. I think he had like one tooth and forearm shivered everybody on the planet. So.
Oh, all right. They did look pretty rough back then, but that's just what football was, I guess.
Yep.
So, what are some of the things you have done differently this summer than past seasons?
We focused a lot more on kind of streamlining the weight room so that it was, everybody knew what was going on. Structure and practice to where the kids and the coaches kind of know what's expected and what we're doing at what time, and just a lot of the organizing front of it. And then as far as like culture, we told the kids, hey, this is your team. You guys are going to run it. We're here to steer the ship. So, the seniors done a really good job of stepping up and leading the young guys. And hopefully over time, that's the way it goes. The seniors just step up and run the team, and the coaches don't have to get involved. Because as much as I want everybody to be good, if the kids don't want to be good, it's not going to help anything out. So I just got to show them how to lead, and that's kind of what we've been focusing on. So.
Right. We got a comment here. Grandpa wants to know, how good is Festus?
So Festus faster than they were last year, not as big up front. I think they moved to wide receiver. They had the quarterback running some zone reads, speed option stuff. Threw the ball better than what I thought he would. We played our JV after the first 2 or 3 snaps against them, so we kind of busted some coverage and we couldn't get our linebackers to line up right. But they were faster overall than what I thought they were going to be.
Yeah. So I was watching a little bit of the Jamboree yesterday on River Radio PB with Frankie and all that, and I it's different because I got kind of used to like going.
Yeah, you used to being there, man.
Yeah, and so now I have my own season to take care of, and I got to play football, and that's going pretty well, I think.
Yeah, you got a bucket or you got a speed flex? What you got? Coach Shell probably gave you the bucket, didn't he?
I can't remember. I think
Does it have the cutout up top on the helmet?
I don't think so.
Solid?
I think it's just a speed flex. I'm pretty sure.
I got you.
I'm pretty sure. So what made you say let's try head coaching? Is it something you always wanted to do? Is it something that just came up? What is it?
I've always kind of wanted to do it, but the older I got, it was more like, hey, knowing what needs to be fixed with programs and stuff and just relationships with kids. I just wanted to be able to be the guy that called the shots, you know what I mean? And It's not that it's me just making decisions. I do a good job of trying to get everybody to collaborate. We got a leadership council, coaches are involved in stuff. So I think the more people you involve with decisions, the smarter you're going to be, because you're not the smartest guy in the room all the time. So if you can get a collaborative effort going on and get everybody on the same page, I think it's the best thing you can do.
Right. That's so awesome. I mean, you've always been, I've always heard that like Coach Mann's awesome. He needs to be head coach. I've always heard that, and I think frankly, from what I hear, I think you're going to do a great job this season. That's what I think.
Part of the thing about coaching is relationships, and whether you play football or a kid in the lunchroom or somebody walking down the hall, I'm going to hit you up, recruit you for football, ask you how your family's doing, things like that. I mean, kids just need to be loved on, you know what I mean? So I focus on that, and then, it's been pretty good for me. I've been pretty successful at it over the years. So.
Right. We got my mom, happy to see you, head dude, excited for you and the kids.
Awesome.
And then we got Elizabeth with Coach Lewis. Good morning, guys. 2 of my favorite guys.
Nice. Surprised Coach Lewis figured out how to turn on a computer to get this thing going.
I seen during the Olympics, I thought she was trying to get a job offer from NBC because she
Yeah.
would post about the Olympics so much.
Hey, Coach Lewis was fired up about the race walking in the Olympics. There's a bunch of cheaters up there. There's a bunch of heels up while they were walking, man. He's cheating all over the place.
I'm curious what her thoughts was on the breakdancing.
The
So
break dancing. That looked like Connor shoe dancing is what that did.
yeah, I mean
What is it,
that
Miss
was interesting
Australia
to
or
see.
whatever it was that was out there?
Yeah, it was nuts. And now they're making it a big meme now about
Yeah.
the dancing and all that. I think that's hilarious. But
So how's your junior high experience, man? You liking it?
yeah, I'm having a very good time with it. So it's just it's more of a grind now. I've
Oh
noticed
yeah.
that. So you're so used to elementary school going easy, having one homeroom teacher, having one teacher, you're done. But now it's just become so much more. And
Yeah.
now you're doing the house president deal, and there's little things you can do, and now you're doing elective classes and stuff like that. And now you got football practice, which
Yeah.
we were always like, oh, we're playing recess football, we're in the game now. But
Yeah.
no, like that, it's not even close.
Yeah. I
So
got
like,
another question for you. What's rule number 74 in junior high PE?
if it's not yours, don't touch it.
I see that's still running. Oh, that's good to
Yeah, I've known that before I even got into junior high. I've been warning them all about it, about the rules. Not
Yeah.
yours, don't touch it. That is the
Well,
that is the
your dad and Coach Shell can be happy that I brought that to the high school. So that was high school PE day rules intro number one is if it's not yours, don't touch it, and then the golden rule, and that was it. So
nice. I like it. All right, Coach Lewis says no Americans in the race walk.
that's because they're all cheaters.
We got Connor for president. Yeah, I'm running for House president. That's a cool thing too.
Yeah,
Where they get well, I think they need to have a Mannon house in my opinion because they get
yeah, I
people from the
know.
community.
Eventually,
So
you got to put more signs up over there, man.
I know it. I'm gonna get there. I got one sign up already, but I'll get some more in there. Rule
Yeah,
number 1 out of 99.
yeah. Hey, just get Miss Mannon on it. She'll hook you up. Just go up to that
I
media room.
would. I know she's good at that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. She's also the first lady of the Poplar Bluff Mules.
yeah. She's excited about that.
Yeah, so
So
that's pretty cool. But so what's your favorite part about being a coach? Just like basically just being a coach. What's your favorite part about that?
my favorite part's the kids. You know, just being able to interact with them on a daily basis and being able to make their lives better. You know, because it's not always about the X's and O's. And as far as my philosophy on coaching, it's more about just building the relationships, and the football will take care of itself. So being able to see those kids grow, mature, help them solve problems, and kind of learn things on their own, just become good young adults is what I enjoy the most. So
Right. All right. We got a comment here by Graham Spain. FSU with the first touchdown of the college football season.
oh, that means I'm missing a football game right now, man.
Oh,
That means Florida
jeez.
State's playing, man.
Oh, jeez. I appreciate you taking the time to do the Connor Schuchardt show instead of
Yeah, hey,
watching
thanks,
college
man.
football.
Yeah, yeah.
Um.
That's coming up after my nap. I ain't got much sleep the first few days. Trying to figure
Oh,
out the things
jeez.
I've been missing as a head coach. And I'm like, oh, yep, I got a list going. So we'll fix it next week.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? That means you're putting the work in. That mean and we really I mean heck the community's really gonna appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I think you are going to be a very good football coach. I think
Yeah.
heavy football coach.
Well, we're going to try everything we can.
College game day was great today. I was going to watch that, but I guess I missed it.
Yeah, you got to go see with the cold punter. What's his name? McAfee. You got to watch Pat McAfee.
He was in Dublin, Ireland, and he was in a bar with Sheamus, the wrestler.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool to watch. I love Pat McAfee. He's just he's great.
Especially for a punter.
Yeah. What I hear, he was actually a pretty good punter.
Oh yeah, he was a stud, man. He kicks for a little bit too. He's got a real like famous onside kick clip where he kicks it to himself, and yeah, it's funny to watch.
Yeah, and now he's just this big entertainer, and
Yeah.
he's very funny to watch. So I asked you what your favorite player was as a kid. What was your favorite team as a kid?
Oh, the Chiefs. I've been a Chiefs fan since I was a kid. When I was younger, that's what was on here in Poplar Bluff, and that's what I watched. And then the Rams kind of moved to St. Louis, and they won a Super Bowl first or second year they were down here. Or I think it was the second year. And kind of became a Rams fan for a little bit, but Chiefs were still number one. And I've just been a Chiefs fan ever since. Good, bad, and ugly. Some rough years there, but I've always been a Chiefs dude. Especially, I went to college in the Kansas City area, and I didn't miss a game the 6 years I was there, going to college and 2 years working. So it was fun.
Nice. So if you're a Chiefs fan, I gotta ask, what's your thoughts on the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce deal? I'm not a fan of it.
I'm not a huge fan of it, but it's good for football. It's brought in a lot of females into the game that haven't known anything, and still don't know if they know a lot of things about it when they watch it. But it's good for the NFL base in general, just to be able to
Right.
get new viewers and stuff into it, because that'll spread down. I mean, in 20 years when they have kids, they'll be like, hey, maybe we should go watch a football game. So I think it's good for the sport overall. Now, as far as the weirdness and all the attention, I think it's a little too much attention on it. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah, well, speaking of football, there was a flag football deal during the Olympics. Do you think, and this is just kind of being funny a little bit, do you think that football is going to one day evolve into just a two-hand touch or flag football?
So, with this new NFL rule change on kickoffs and the new drop hip tackle not being allowed, eventually I think football is going to end up being almost a non-contact sport to some sort. Yeah, I think it'll take a while, but you never know with the way things innovate and change over time. So,
Right. Well, if you know Coach Brandon, I'm guessing he pushes us hard,
oh yeah,
and it's still a contact sport
you got
when
any
he's around.
PTSD yet of him yelling around there?
Yes.
You start flinching every time.
I've done it once. I think he's got me once because I was
Yeah.
because I was with now Coach Wilson. He was a player, but now he's Coach Wilson.
Yep. Yep.
And I was over there, and I hear him yelling. I'm like, "Whoa,
Yep.
good
Hey,
lord!"
Coach Brandon still got the squat record here at the high school
Oh,
for
I
the
know.
football team.
I've seen that. I'm like, "Holy crap!"
I think it's like 750, 725, something like
Yeah,
that.
like that is a result in a lot of back pain.
Yep, yep.
Coach Lewis, flag football is replacing breakdancing or something like that.
Yeah. No more Connor Schuchardt dancing.
Yeah, no, I guess not. How are the freshmen this year? Graham Spain asks.
I got a lot of them, man. Last year they finished the season with like 18 dudes, and I think I had 38 show up today for Saturday's practice. So there's a lot of kids that never played football. They didn't win a lot of games in junior high. I think they won one football game, seventh and eighth grade year. And when I took over, the schedule had like two freshman games on the schedule, and I think I got them up to 8 games. So if anything, they're going to play a lot of ball and see if we can get them to learn how to play it as we go. So.
So speaking of that, what if you had to pick one like player that you're saying like, okay, he's gonna be really good in the future? Who would you say that is?
Man, it's
Uh-oh, looks like he's getting another phone call. Uh-oh. All right, that's okay though. We have technical difficulties every once in a while. All right.
hang on.
All right. So I don't know if you guys have this problem too. So I have this email, right? And I have a MacBook. So I have this email and it pops up every once in a while, and I don't know why.
All right, I'm back. Every time I get a phone call, it kicks me out. I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. So like you were saying, we were talking about one key player that you're looking at, saying, all right, this guy's gonna be very good in the future. Who do you think that's gonna be?
I mean, Jay's going to be good. Nico's going to be good. All the offensive line is going to be good. Young guy wise, I mean, some of those freshmen are showing up, putting in work, and it'll be pretty good. On the defensive side of the ball, I think Jenkins is going to come out and have a breakout year. Larkins has come up. I tease Larkins all the time that he's gone from JV to varsity and everything. He even in track, he was the JV javelin thrower and ends up being the district champ in like a 3-week period. So he's put the work in. His body's maturing and stuff. And he's just a great kid. So
Yeah. So that's all my questions. So if the comments have any more questions, comment them now for Coach Mannon. And we can drag the show out maybe for a little longer. If the comments have any questions. But in the meantime, I guess we'll talk about this. So you're a big fantasy football guy. Who are
yep.
some key NFL players that you might pick for
Oh,
your
that's
fantasy?
that A-Chain guy from Miami. I picked him up late last year, and he kind of had a big season. I'm still kind of torn. I've kept Travis Kelce the last few years, and I'm kind of scared he's going to have a down season. So I don't know. I got Jonathan Taylor that can be a keeper too. But we have a big fantasy draft with a bunch of guys I went to school with and some older guys in town, and we got that next weekend. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Usually I don't prep for it. It works better because when I prepare for it, it ends up being a worse draft. So.
Yeah. So we've asked what your favorite NFL team is. What's your favorite college team?
College team, man. I just kind of float around on college. I mean, Mizzou kind of just because it's home. I was an
Yeah.
Alabama fan with Saban. Now with the DeBoer guy, I don't know if I'm going to be a huge fan of what's going on, especially because he cleaned out Saban's office and donated everything to Goodwill. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but we'll see.
We got In the Game Sports Podcast, my buddy Max Schindler. Oh, I might not need to say his last name, but what's up?
Oh, if that's him, he better be playing football. I don't know. He's playing that round ball stuff. You don't need that.
Coach Lewis says, ask Coach Mann about his amazing high school department.
There's a lot of new people in the department. We're all kind of learning together, trying to keep Coach Lewis happy. You know, as long as we do that, we're good to go. But we're just trying to work together a little bit more, make sure we're on the same page. So everybody knows rule number 72 is not yours. Don't touch it. We'll be good to go. So.
Yeah, not yours. Don't touch it. That gets all problems out of the picture.
Solves the world's problems right there, Connor.
It really does. And my dad said because he's introducing all the PE guys during 7th hour, and he's saying, me and Coach Shell can make a lot of money off of this.
Yeah, I know.
You make a huge program off of it, make a bunch of money off of it.
Yep, just make you something, sell it on the website, you'll be good to go.
Yeah. We got Madeline Sandlin. Hey, Coach Mannon.
How's it going?
So, yeah, that's all my questions. So thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you for giving me around 22 minutes of your time.
That ain't no problem. You might have to call Miss Mannon and apologize. She's called me twice. So.
All right. So, all right. Thank you again. Thank you for joining the show. Good luck on this year's football season. And I guess, hey, we'll see. We'll see when's the first football game again?
Next Friday, man. You better get some butts in the seats too. Trying to get that place packed out as much as I can. And the question is, you going to be on the sideline or what? You going to try to sit in the press box this year, or what are you doing?
I'll probably be on the sideline.
You better be, man.
Now in the away games, I might not be able to show on that. I will watch Frankie commentate those.
Yeah.
With good old John Scott.
I don't know. We might sneak you on the bus if we can get you out there. I think your dad still has to do the pregame warm up stuff. I don't know who's going to do that this year. So.
Oh geez. Well, Coach Freer could do it.
I don't know. He just yells a bunch of random stuff most of the time, so we'll see.
All right. We got awesome show. Have a great season. Yes. So again, thank you for joining the show. Good luck on this year's football season. And Coach Mannon, I will see you next week on the sideline.
All right. See you, Connor.
All right. See ya.